Welcome to the Sean Atwood channel. We are back with a royal mess. It is bedtime here, so we have to be a little toned down for little Noves because she is not happy about bedtime this evening. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone coming and joining us. Please like and share all that good stuff. And of course, our regular panel members will be joining us. But out the gate, we have the wonderful Manuela and Lady Letitia. Manuela, how are you this week? What's been happening in, oh God, what did I do? How have I removed? I've just removed her. What did I do? No. Okay. All right. Well, okay, she's back. I don't know what I did there, but I'm going to assume that was me, Manuela.
Oh, okay.
I apologize. Oh no, she's gone again. That wasn't me. My hands were up.
That wasn't you. Yeah.
This time, oh gosh, she's going to come back. She's going to be mad. That wasn't me that time. My hands were up here. Okay, I'm gonna keep my hands here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And I keep them on screen. All right.
Okay.
So, Letitia, we've suddenly skipped to you in the queue because apparently one of us is kicking out Manuela. We don't know who. But yeah, Lady Letitia, how are you doing? How are you? What's been happening? Fill us in.
I'm doing great, Ron. I went and got my nails done.
Oh, hell.
Nice.
You got that henna?
And I got a henna.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, I know.
We got like gold gala. Oh no, that wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't push anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. I'm gonna.
You sure, Ron?
I swear to God, my hands are freaking here, man. My hands are here.
I hear that. I don't know what's going on. The other day it was doing the same thing. It's just very odd when we start talking. It just
it just cuts us out. It's Meg's. Let's just blame it on Meghan. Okay.
Yeah, it's Meghan's fault.
It's Meghan's fault. And of course, 7:15 on a Thursday. Let's get the Red Bulls because it's been a long day.
Oh, she goes to bed early. Does she sleep through the night?
Yeah.
So she goes to bed about 7 or 8, and she doesn't get up until what time?
Well, she'll wake up maybe in the middle of the night wanting a bottle or maybe her bum changed or whatever. But other than that, she'll sleep right the way through and
she'll go right back. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there's nights where she just sleeps the whole way through till 6 a.m.
Wow.
So yeah, she's a great little baby, and she's so expressive. Like,
is she?
As soon as she enters a room, she's scanning the whole room before she reacts to anything. She takes it all in, and then usually she'll scream, but not until she's assessed the situation. She's got to assess the situation. So yeah, but Lady Letitia, you've had your nails did. They look fabulous. Anything else been happening this week with you?
Nothing much. Nope, that's about it. Oh, my daughter's birthday is Saturday, and we're having a big party at the house.
Oh, that'll be awesome. How old is she?
She'll be 5.
Oh man, it's going to be one of those ages where they're becoming super aware.
Yes,
and start getting expensive. But I'm sure it'll be an awesome day. And Manuela, I'm too scared. Oh my God, I swear to God, I did nothing.
You just said her name and she disappeared.
Every time I say her name, she vanishes. Okay, so we're gonna call you Stephen for the rest of the show.
All right.
Every time I say your name, you get removed from the live stream. So Steve, how has your week been? How is the whole cosmetic industry going? Give us how your week has been. Come on.
My week has been fantastic. We've been working on, we're going to be launching on a new network in Texas called Shop LC. So we're going to be doing a cold pressed skincare. So we do private label. We do white label, private label, and we do custom formulations along with our own brand. We're working on a huge menopause line for ourselves. I'm going to be doing on HSN QVC in September. So this has been a really interesting week because we've been looking at what they've been doing with the wines and the rosés and the jam.
Oh, I had a question.
Oh, Steve has broken her computer. Steve's computer is.
I was going to ask her. She's coming to Texas.
Oh man, she's going to rage quit this live stream soon. I swear to God. Someone is going to get this. Somebody in that.
Somebody's gonna get a whooping.
We're just saying, Manuel. Someone in your office is going to get the brunt of this today. You're going to keep getting kicked, and someone's going to have a terrible day. Someone is going to have
I'm
a
going to
terrible
do it
day.
on my phone now and see if that's any better. Because maybe there's an issue with the computer.
It seems like it's like your internet is cutting out and it's dropping your connection completely. It's really weird because no one's kicking you or anything like that out here, but it does seem to be every time I say your name, it's very suspicious.
Isn't that suspicious? Yes, I agree.
It's a little
bit on the suspicious side.
It's a little stitious.
But the week has been really good, and we're getting a lot of stuff done. It's a tough time because of the governments and whatnot with trade and tariffs and things like that. But you have to pivot and work around it, right? Because you realize that's politics, and people are different, and the way people interact with each other, as long as you have trust and community and a good product, and and I hate to use the word authentic, but I guess you mean well. You have a good, you're doing things above board. People do come together. People do find a way to continue, even with all these obstacles.
Yeah.
Are you coming to Texas?
Yes. We're going to be there July 10. I'll be in Austin.
Austin. I'm in Dallas. Okay, so I won't get to see you.
How far away
I was going to come. It's about 4 hours drive.
Yeah, Texas is massive.
Yeah.
What are you going to be doing there, Manuela?
Shop LC. Shop LC is one of the networks. It's TV shopping where they're going to be doing the Cold brand. The Cold brand is our cold press skincare. So my son, Keon, is going to be presenting that. It's for pigmentation and scars, any kind of imperfections on the skin that you want some healing. We're using he's doing a cold press technology for that. So he's going to be launching that.
Awesome.
I'm looking.
I bet you're proud of him.
I'm looking to wait.
I like my kids. I think I'll keep them a little longer.
Yeah, I'm looking to white label Diddy Slip and Slide Party fluid. So if you know anyone that can white label that for me,
so how big a bottle do you want? How many bottles do you want?
It's got to be the 5 liter. It's got to be the 5 liter one with a plunger on the top.
The whole stock.
Yeah, it's got to be all of it, man. It's got to be all of it. But no, I'm just kidding. But that's awesome. I mean, it sounds like things are moving in the right direction and everything's going well for you, Manuel. That's awesome.
Thank you. Well, it's hard. It's when you have your own business, you got to keep busy, right? You just have to find the opportunities and have a plan. Like some things fall through, some things work, some things don't. But I think when you have a good team, I never do it's not me. It's always my team. I really do believe you when you have a good team, you move together, you grow together, you build together. It's good.
I couldn't agree more. So let's hear it for all the freaking team players out there, right? Yes. Big up to all of you. Now, Paula, I've hidden you down in the bottom corner here because I've seen that you were like panic doing your makeup, right? Do you want me to,
not makeup. I was just putting some of Manuela's my Botox.
The liquid Botox.
This is the one, guys. I mean,
how do you do it?
You don't touch. You told me, Manuela, you don't touch the thing, right? And it's one drop, literally one drop.
Lady Letitia,
it's so liquidy. It's so liquidy, guys. And this is, I got rid of the 2 hours.
I need a lift.
Okay, so
I thought I needed a lift. I will probably get it, but thanks to Manuela, I've delayed it for quite a few months. So
do you want to hear something very cool about that product that Paula's trying? So it's got an ingredient called argireline amplified, and clinical studies show your skin is 5 years younger in 5 days. So and this is not my study, clinical studies. You have to use it at 5%.
I don't go anywhere with that.
You use it every day. That's not bad, right?
I was really mad when I ran out of it. I was really, really upset. I remember I sent you a message saying, how long will it take before I start looking wrinkled up again? I said that.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
Well,
hello, Andrew POV. Hello. What a hot.
Hello, POV.
Ron needs to sort his hair. Andrew, tell us how you're doing and how you've been this week while I sort my hair, please.
Oh, everything's great, man. Just following this crap going on. Failure of a wine. And these... I I think we're gonna see a connection going hard to Diana. We've seen it now, this wine thing, and then today they put out a PR piece in style. So it looks like they're gonna really try and push the connection there, as well as make her seem whatever. I don't. It's just so weird because now the rosé wine's not even gonna be for sale anymore because it's gone. So she's gonna move
It's
to
sold
something
out.
else, and none of it makes any sense. It's just so freaking weird.
What do you mean, Andrew? How can you possibly sit there and say that a business started by Meghan Markle doesn't make sense? I mean, come on.
What I don't understand is why people are not complaining, because what she's doing is she's keeping about from between $12 to $31, depending on the shipping cost of a product that was never sent to you. She's keeping that cost. I do not understand why this woman has not been reported
Paula,
to
it's not
Consumers
even being
Report.
shipped until July 9th. Even if you did get it,
Really?
it's not being shipped for
No,
over a
but
week.
even people who don't get it are getting their money back without the shipping cost.
Oh,
Wow.
Wait. So are we
There you
talking
go.
about it's a £20? So what you're saying, Paula, is it's a $20 bottle of wine.
No,
but
you
there's-
can't buy one bottle. You have to buy three minimum at $90. I think.
So $80,
Yeah.
right? And what was the shipping cost on it?
Well, it depends on where
20?
you are in the United States.
Okay. So was it an overpriced shipping cost? Was it over
Well,
the top?
it doesn't matter how much the shipping is. If they're telling you that they run out of product and they're going to return your money minus the shipping cost.
Right. That's what I mean. That seems a bit of a
Paula,
scam.
she
Paula,
said
they
they're
said
going to return the
minus-
money and they're going to give them a free product. It makes no sense.
What free
Oh,
product?
so
Why
she's
Why
doing
isn't
the
this
same
woman
thing
being
again.
reported?
One at a time. Go from top to bottom. Paula, you go first.
Why isn't this woman being reported? I sell fruit and stuff in the United States. I sell stuff in the United States. For one little thing, people complain about everything. Can you imagine if I order Manuela's thing and then I get something, I don't get it. And then you say, oh, we don't have it, but I'm going to give you something else that has nothing to do with what you order. It's like, no,
Right.
that's not what I want.
Wait a
I
minute.
did not want green pants. I wanted my blue jeans.
Wait
She
a minute,
can't do
Paula.
that.
Hey, what's wrong with green pants, man?
What? Listen.
They're not right
Can
yet.
she do that?
I don't want to startle anyone. But there is a jar of apricot spread beside this wine. Okay.
Mm.
Now, I'm not trying to start more rumors about jam because this does say spread. Okay. And
Yeah, none of it is jam. It's all spread.
can we just talk again about why? Look at these are dying leaves.
They're
What is it?
dying. The oranges are
And
dying.
The flowers look, like
Paula,
Look at the orange.
like
It
Meghan
looks,
Markle's.
Paula, look at this leaf. It's
look at the
freaking-
orange.
None of that is fresh.
Just like
None of
Meghan
it's
Markle.
fresh.
Herself.
Wow.
The orange looks like it's been there for a while.
Okay,
Just
so
like
I'm not,
Meghan Markle.
obviously since none
See,
of you
this is- hey, Paula, this is the kind of thing that looks good when you're drunk. You don't notice these type of things.
Exactly.
because
Right,
I
right.
know. I know.
They
Hello,
think that
Dylan.
oh,
Hey.
this is so pretty, this is so amazing. No, you're wasted at 11 o'clock, Megan.
Like when it's like when you pick up a guy at the bar because you think he looks hot after like 10 shots of tequila, and then you wake up the next day and you go, Shh. Who
Oh
are
my.
you? Who are you?
Don't they call that coyote
I didn't pick
ugly?
you up last night.
Coyote ugly.
You know what we mean, Mr. Wynn? It's like when you pick up that girl and you're like, oh shit, it's dark, drunk.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I know exactly what you're saying. But here's the thing. Livy's saying they're fake. That would have been a better idea for Megan. If she'd used fake everything on this, it wouldn't look so bad. But this is some wilted.
Right.
Look
Now-
at those oranges. They look so dry.
They do.
unappetizing.
Listen, Paula, you've missed a key detail here. Why do jam when you can spread it like she did in Soho? Do you know what I'm saying? I just want to say a big welcome to our other panel member, and I cannot find the button, so I apologize. Here we are. How are you doing this week, winning communication? I do apologize. I'm terrible with first names. So welcome to the panel.
Oh, no problem. Yeah,
And
good
great
to see
you
you.
again. It's great to
Yeah,
see you
you
again.
too.
How,
This is
how
good
things? You kind of popped on last week. What's been going on with you over the? In fact, this year, you can tell us your most shocking Meghan and Harry moments of this year, and tell us how you're doing. How are you?
You're right. Yeah. Wait, did you saw my dog the other week, right?
Leo.
Get your dog out. Yes, Leo.
That's basically all I do is hang out with Leo.
Oh, hi, Leo.
Yeah, we love you.
Oh God, look at that. I know.
Oh,
I'm tempted to tell you guys. I could try and get it down to 30 seconds. The story of Leo. I don't want to derail.
Hell yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, I'll try and keep it under 45 seconds. Look at me, I'm already extending it.
It's okay. You
So, this is what interests me, guys. So, I wanted a smallish mini poodle. So they have the toy, mini, and standard.
Yep.
Europe, they have one more. For about 2 years, because I researched like crazy, because I wanted a smart dog. Poodles are the second smartest. I wanted to be able to travel, so I knew you had to be small for planes. And I knew that that they're like the same. The small ones, they're just like one of the smartest dogs, and they're athletic, but they're small.
Yep.
In the United States, they cut their tails off, which is a travesty.
Ooh, yeah.
For no reason, purely aesthetics.
Yeah.
And
that fucking sucks. That's torture.
this one, I'm gonna try not to get myself riled up. They require it in dog shows. Not only is it like preferred, it's required, which that needs to be changed because at least dog requires to be phased out. It's illegal in most countries. You can go to like quote third world countries, it's illegal. United States, it's required. Crazy. They're cutting their tails off for no reason. Anyways, I wanted to get a poodle where they did not cut their tail off, obviously. I'm like, just don't cut anything off. Why would you cut anything off? So this was for about 2 years. And I couldn't at the time, but I was planning. Sorry, it's getting a little longer. Anyways.
That's right. Crack home.
Yeah, I took in a dog from the street that was like 2 or 3 weeks old, like basically abandoned newborn. Unfortunately, didn't make it. But then I found out about a woman who takes in dogs from all over the place. And she had like 40 dogs. And one dog she had.
Is her name Lisa? Is her name Lisa by any chance?
No, well, I'm in South America. Her name, what's her name? I forget.
No, that's right. We've got one of our mods has got a small dog charity that she rescues little dogs.
Oh.
But she had mostly big ones.
He is smart.
Poodle. But listen to this. For 2 years, I wanted one. I planned on getting a poodle, and he's a small mini poodle or an oversized toy. And he and his entire litter got parvovirus and weren't around vets or anything, no treatment. And he's the only one who survived. So he's the only one out of 40 dogs. There was one dog.
Do you think that he planned the whole thing? Like, do you think he took out his brothers and sisters? Because I'm just saying, we hear about these things in places where adoptions are low and demand is high, and maybe Leo's got a dark side. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, Dad, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
And he's so cute. Yeah. He has his ears are kind of like brownish, and then he has one little white point on his tail. So I let him off the leash so you could see his little tail point, like the one little. Yeah. Anyway, sorry guys, I derailed, but isn't that crazy? I wanted one, and then they have one poodle, the sole survivor, with his tail, with everything, exactly the dog I was treating.
Oh.
And we're best friends. He follows me everywhere.
He's happy.
Yeah. He's literally with me everywhere. Like, he probably spends like a few hours separate from me a week. Like maybe 1 hour.
With your Sherilyn bottle.
Yeah. Leo, stand. Yeah, yes, Leo, stand. I don't know if you can see he's standing. Yeah. Okay, sorry guys, back to whatever else.
That's okay.
Yep.
I'm just typing a message. I apologize. Right. Okay. So let's get back to what we were discussing. Right. This freaking wine. So
wine.
We'll just do a bit of national press cup. Oh wow, that shot.
Is that her?
No, for a fact that all the shots where she's blurred out. That's a stunt double. She ain't sticking around. Why would Meghan Markle?
She doesn't have boobs to begin with. That woman looks like she has boobs.
And her arms are different.
She's stuffing.
Exactly.
What did you say, Andrew? She's stuffing. Didn't she complain about how she was objectified in Deal or No Deal?
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, this isn't even a bottle of wine.
No,
No,
Like,
that's
do you
just a
see?
mock-up.
Look, yeah, look.
It doesn't
Look,
even
Andrew,
look like that.
Andrew,
Yeah.
Andrew, look at this. Look at this. Right. So this is her label, right? Do you see the pixelation
Yeah. It's a
around
mock-up.
here?
Not even
And
real.
then how we've got crisper lines. They're not crisp lines, but they're crisper lines. And then we've got the crispness along these straight edges. I don't even think that's a real bottle of wine, mate. I think that is literally just, that is like Roblox graphics here. So let's have a little look and see what the press say. Right?
The actual wine is like piss yellow. Look at it.
That's what I said. The girls were like, "What color is that, Rosie?" And I'm like, "It's wee colors." Okay, so let's just see what the press say. Meghan's new Rosie will set back punters $30 a bottle, and she now plans to bring out a sparkling wine.
$30.
I guess
Yeah, but it's
it.
actually 90. You can't buy one.
Well, here's the thing, right? $30
That's a
is about
lot for a bottle of rose wine. And it ain't even like all of that, I'm sure.
I can guarantee you it's not all of that.
No, the color is off.
Did we lose
The whole
Paula?
thing is off.
Right, give me a second. Let me just read something here. This all pictures. The Rosie costs £21 a bottle, or packs of 3 are 90 or £65. Half cake. Okay, no one cares. It's been flogged on a new website, Wine as Ever. Oh man, Wine as Ever. Yeah, you do wine. Okay. Where more booze will be added. Meghan is sent to reveal sparkling wine amongst other labels and wine variety. Are we about to witness the Meghan's putting her name on everything shilling phase of her life?
She's the new Pierre Cardin. Remember his name
Because-
used to be on everything?
It's not a bad idea. Yes, it's not a bad idea, Meghan. Like,
Yeah, but her stuff is so cheap.
well, she should just let other people handle it. Like, you know that this is sold out because she made 4 bottles.
Right, exactly.
Okay, but the Rosie is described by As Ever as a pale blush wine, so not a rosy, offers a roundness and depth of flavor that is complemented by gentle. I swear to God, I thought that said maternity. I swear to God. General minerality of soft notes of stone fruit, the least appealing fruit. I just want to point that out. With a lasting finish, so a bad aftertaste. This is just the jam all over again, man.
Look at the flowers, the sprinkles in the wine.
Well, here's the thing, right? At some point, you can stop. You're going to have to stop crying wolf. You've got to stop saying, "I've launched a business. I've lost a business. Buy my jam. Buy my wine." You know for a fact that I would be buying a bottle of this tomorrow if this hadn't sold out. The same as I would have bought the jam if it hadn't sold out. I would buy every single Meghan product if they were available to buy, so that I could make content out of
Test it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've got a funny feeling she ain't going to like the reviews, but
There's already been reviews of everything, and all the jam sucks. There's been the mainstream media had a review, and all the journalists were eating it on camera, and it's runny. It's not good. Nothing of her brand is good. So after we've seen these last 2 incidents, I mean the last 3 with the first drop, the second drop, and the wine, it's very apparent that this is for her fans. It's not like for people.
Yes.
You know, it's not like normal people are going to be able to buy this stuff and like it, because it's not good, number one. And then she's selling it at a cost of where your very first purchase on a website is $120.
Ridiculous.
You know, you want to say, okay, I'm going to try a bottle of wine. I'm going to get one, and then I'm going to try it. And if it's good, okay, yeah, then I'll order a case. But she did that because she knows her stupid fans will pay it.
Yeah. And
how many bottles?
Here's the thing, though, Andy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did any of her fans get a chance to buy any of it?
Well, they posted a lot on social media. There was quite a bit from them, but you know, we know it's low stock. Everyone knows that's what the explanation is: low stock for the products, low stock for the wine. Everything is low stock. But her fans did, and you saw some people getting pissed off because they weren't able to get the apricot jam and all this kind of shit. But it's not for mass consumption. You know, that's what gets me.
Right.
The thing is, though, like this would all sell, Andy, right? And whether or not it's hate purchasing or spite buying
No,
or
yeah,
whatever.
but you have to think about it from a headline point of view, where if the headline says Meghan sells out, she gets a little ego boost.
Yeah,
but
I'm with you there.
if the headline says that Meghan's products are still for sale a week later because she actually got real stock, like thousands and thousands and thousands of products, then, you know, that would make her feel bad. And it's all about her ego.
Well, listen, somebody who I believe has a very good palate is Mr. Ramsay. Somebody in the side chat had said, did you hear what Gordon said about her jam? No, I did not. I believe it was Sharon.
What's the date on this?
4 days ago.
Oh, wow, this just happened.
Wait, hang on a second. Are you, Paula, have you seen this?
Gordon Ramsay, no. Is this AI or is this for reals?
Are you telling me, right? Even though it was Sharon that told me, none of you have seen a video that I've brought to the Royal Mess table?
No, I haven't seen it.
This is our first. It's a world exclusive. Ron brings something new to the table.
Thank you. It's always been 2 years. This is a big moment for me. This has been 2 years we've been doing this, Paula, and finally I get my moment. Thank you, Sharon. Big shout to Sharon. So let's see what Ramsay has to say. I might need to mute myself as well. One sec.
The appetizer. What followed was a full course catastrophe. Turns out Meghan's jam might not be homemade or even specially made. It's allegedly mass produced by a supplier.
Keep going.
Ron got
who also makes tea and honey for Bridgerton merch. Yep. Meghan didn't invent the recipe. She just stuck her name on it. No sourcing, no cooking, just
AI
branding.
Channels.
And if you're wondering how she got away with selling it without a single ingredient listed, you're not alone.
I think some of the information's right. I don't remember the specifics, but on the website, there's a disclaimer that it's produced by so-and-so company.
Yeah.
Did one of you guys mention that one of the channels, I don't remember who, also brought up that the company that actually produced it had like a horrible rating with the Better Business Bureau as well?
It's no something. They're famous for selling ghost products.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll be careful with those, Ron, because those AI channels be putting out a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, no,
are those AI channels? Are those the AI channels?
Well, you've got AI channels where you're typing in things for the AI to make content from. What we're watching here is an AI voice from a scripted.
Yeah, it's all scripted.
So let me just Google it again, and I'll see if I can find you something else, Andrew. Because Andrew's not satisfied with my result, and I do not want him satisfied.
No. Because I hate it when they post that and they don't post the actual footage of Gordon Ramsay slagging off Meghan Markle.
No, but there's quite a few of those channels. There's quite a few of those AI channels, and they'll put out stories that are very buzzworthy, that have great buzzwords in the headlines and name dropping and so on and so forth. But ultimately, the channel is just a voice that's reading from a script. Yeah, I mean, I'm not hating it. You can make money like that.
Are they even allowed to be on like that?
YouTube.
Technically, what they're doing isn't against TOS. They are going to tell us what Gordon Ramsay thinks. But instead of just making a YouTube short at 1 minute, at 1 minute long, they'll make a 16-minute long video where they repeat the same things over and over every 4 minutes. It's infuriating. But I am going to try and find you a better source, Andrew. I'm not giving up yet.
Sorry, one thing about the AI too, it's been a little crusade of mine recently. Not just that it feeds in scripts. A lot of these have no human involvement other than a prompt. AI writes the scripts. There are AI tools that just go and cut out clips from all over the place of popular videos. It's literally just complete slop. There's the channel Amber Expose, and there's another one. What they tend to do is they'll get an AI generated image of like a young, pretty woman. And you know, obviously that woman doesn't exist, but it's crazy. And they're doing quite well. So if you search Meghan Markle, but it's all total slop. None of it is any human involvement.
Listen, just because we're all a little bit jealous that we actually have to think about our content. Like you're telling me that if we didn't know, if I know how, listen, if you, me, and Leo knew how to make a slop channel that would churn out 20K a month, you and I are slopping it up, bro. We are getting our face in that spot. Okay.
To be fair, yeah, it's like we make the videos, then I see this channel that spent 30 seconds putting out slop to get more views than me, and they have all these comments like, "Oh, Amber, thanks for revealing the truth." They just put it into like a word spin generator.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: you then got to argue. Who is it that's in the comment section? Is it bots in the comment section? Is there anybody on the internet? Or am I even real? Who knows? Anyway, back to the original point. So I do believe maybe Gordon Ramsay's tried the jam. He's maybe made a quote somewhere. The internet's gone crazy. I can't confirm any of it, but there's a lot of these channels. Did you just say Amber Expose? Is that what you said?
That one's not a person. Yeah,
I'm freaking on that, and I was about to say this one looks like a person.
No. Yeah, Amber Expose. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's not. That's not a. I shouldn't say she. That's AI generated slop. There's no person there. Yep, that's the AI tool. Cut out random clips of other people's content, made it.
Okay. Well, listen, we're all learning today as a community, and I like it. So we can't confirm Gordon Ramsay's reaction, and that. Well, hey, listen, we got 11 minutes out of content out of that, so I'm all right with it. So, Meghan's wine. You know, she spoke about restaurants. She spoke about hotels. Can you imagine, right, if she takes the same time and pride in her hotel as she does in any one of her outfits that she goes to
put on? Fail.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm surprised is why isn't this woman being reported? Why isn't this woman being reported?
Right.
I think
I don't want her to ship me anything. I don't want her to ship me anything else. I want all my money back and be reported to consumer. Consumer. There's a place in the United States that you complain about consumer something it's called.
Is it Better Business Bureau?
I don't know, but it's why isn't this woman being called out for it, reported on? Because no, you don't get to decide what you send me, and you keep the money for sending something that I didn't want to begin with and charge me for it, and keep the shipping cost. You know what I mean?
Is that legal?
It's not. I mean, I know in our website, for example, with Shopify, if somebody doesn't get their order or whatnot, you can automatically say, I didn't receive or whatever. And then what Shopify will do is it starts to process a refund. And then we, as the vendor, we approve it or disallow it. However, if we disallow it and the customer still insists, Shopify overrides us and forces the refund. So there is some protectionism. I don't know what platform they're on or what she's doing. That people
it's directly from her site. It's directly from her site, Manuela. And there's this company called Know Something that they're known. And in her website, she says that all the transactions are done by this Know website. And that if you're dissatisfied, we have to go by New York law, which is insane because that's not how it works. Because New York passed in 2018 a new law that protects sellers from transportation issues and all kinds of things. So she says that if you, in her ever website, if you buy a product, no matter where you are or where her factory is, I did a whole video about it, you are bound by New York law. That doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
No, she's not.
Funny. She would find a system that isn't fair. Look at, I mean, with all their power and influence, they go with a fulfillment house that cuts corners. It's just bizarre, you know. It shows they don't care about the experience. They just care about the cash grab or the data mining.
It's illegal, Manuela. And what really bothers me is that nobody is reporting this woman.
Well, I mean,
I'm confused.
Maybe they are reporting her.
They're not reporting her because they're her fans. The only people that paid for the stupid shit are her fans. So even
because she can't do that
over her own fans, they don't care. Because there was even one, I saw one on X, and she said, "I'll buy as many as I possibly can to support Meghan because she has a husband and 2 kids."
Oh my God!
That's what the Meghan's moron said. Literally, the Sussex Squad person said that, like as if Meghan is some type of struggling person. It doesn't make any sense. These people are morons.
Right? She's not struggling.
But no, but that's what the post said. I have to support her because she has 2 kids and a husband. And
Oh
it's like,
my
okay.
Oh my
God.
God.
But if she didn't have the product ready, you know what's really, sometimes it's not what you say. It's not what you say, but what you don't say. Because Harry's mother was killed by a drunk driver, died in a drunk, and Meghan Markle uses his mother's birthday to launch alcohol. And Harry's quiet. He doesn't say anything because he doesn't overshadow this. But then you're supposed to get your wine until July 9th. It's supposed to ship out. Why not do it in July 9th? And
Exactly.
he accused John Travolta of dining out on his mother's name. And he's allowing this skank, mattress dealer's actress, to do that on his mother's memory.
Paula, what was the name of the Jams website? It had that mad, fancy sounding
Republic.
name.
The Republic of Tea?
No. What was? Do you remember when she launched the Jam? There was that
American
website.
Riviera Orchard.
Thank you. American
Shitty name.
Riviera Orchard. Right. Okay.
What did you say, Andrew?
I said that's a shitty name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
That has now been absorbed into As Ever. So when we look that up,
Really?
Well, no, if you go to the USPTO, American Riviera Orchard has been abandoned. And what she did is she just changed the name on her existing IG account and changed it from American Riviera Orchard to As Ever. So she wouldn't have to start from scratch getting subscribers because it's expensive to rebuy bots, I assume.
There you go.
Yeah. Hang on. What is this? What?
Yeah.
So this is America Riviera Orchard, myspotify.com.
Yeah, there's a company in Miami called American Riviera, and this is why she had to abandon it because she said, "Oh, it's because I was restricted." If you go to the USPTO website in the United States and you go to a trademark and you do a search and you type in American Riviera and put live companies, you will see that there's an American Riviera in Miami.
But
And she's
Ron,
having
go
issues
back to
with
that
this
other
As
one.
Ever.
Oh my God, I have never seen that. So this woman, this is even worse. All you got to do is put this stupid name in the thing, and she should have found it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a whole thing about it. When I trademarked my stuff, when I trademarked my thing in the United States, the first step when you go to trademark your stuff, you do it online, and the first thing they'll tell you, check that your name is not taken. So because they have to publish it for opposition, so you have to make a name that is not already there, right?
Yep.
Right.
So the first step before you do anything, and I'm not even a computer expert, you type in the name and it'll give you all the companies that are with similar names and what products they have. So you would know if you would face opposition. Right now, she's facing opposition from 3 companies for the As Ever. The Chinese company from As Ever Photography and As Ever New York. Even though As Ever New York is not fully registered, but it has rights because it's been trading for quite a few years under that name.
Andy, I need to just point something out. Andrew POV, is that not the boldest move you have seen?
Yeah,
of all the photos that she could
yeah, this is something I've been seeing with her. Where you remember that other photo where it was literally Godzilla on the bottom? You can see her giant toe. Remember? And it was like you could see the fruit. It was on her Instagram, and you could see the fruit, and then the Godzilla toe was on the bottom. Like I think she's showing her feet on purpose. Remember we talked about that? I think it's like a foot thing.
That's like re-traumatizing us. Didn't she have the
picture is
bunions
so
operated?
wrong.
Don't you remember people were saying she had the bunions operated because she went on the red carpet for Tyler Perry's thing, and she was wearing those sandals, and you couldn't see the bunions, and people were saying, I said they could be Photoshop, but people were saying that no, it seems that she had them operated. But if you operate bunions, it's quite painful. You have to be of your feet for at least 2 months.
No, Paula,
go back to that tip for enjoyment on the bottom.
Paula, it's a minimum of 12 months, usually 12 to 16 months for recovery for serious bunion surgery. They cut open your foot and chisel it off and then stitch your foot back up. Like, you're done, mate. You're absolutely done. Also, can we just talk about shortbread cookie mix with flour sprinkles? Like, what?
I swear to God, I've never been, I'm in agriculture and I have a lot of flowers. I've never been put off flowers. I look at flowers now, it's not their fault, or the word authentic, or the word joy. I really despise them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is going on? What am I looking at here? She's got tea.
Everything's all bad according to her.
That's all it is. It's tea and jam and flower
I would
sprinkles.
love to get notified.
Don't I don't mean,
Don't put your, because what she's doing, this is where she's making the money.
She's stealing data.
She's selling your data and you start getting all these weird commercials on your phone and stuff like that.
They can do your worst, mate. Do your worst.
It's totally data.
So
data,
wait now. So
data mining.
You can't sign up unless you sign me up for additional marketing.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So you give them permission.
Yeah, that's
to sell
data.
it.
That's data mining.
There you
right
go.
Yeah, nah,
Totally
right.
data mining.
Literally
So
in real time.
to watch.
Right there.
But we have to talk about this, guys.
The book. Yes. Let's talk about the graduation.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. I just need to. That actually looks like a pretty good croissant. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually
Because they
hungry.
didn't make it,
Oh,
and you can
sorry,
ruin it by
European
putting jam on it.
croissant.
Right, sorry, Paula. You're segueing us in here.
Yes.
This is, I got one of the best subscribers. He sent me the syllabus for 2003. I called Northwestern University because I figured maybe there's a second edition where Markle would be there. Right?
Paula, you need to build this up more. You need to build
You want
this
the
up.
Markle edition?
Listen. Paula has managed to get herself a freaking copy of the yearbook where apparently Meghan Markle was studying it. I mean, how does Paula do this for a start?
Wow.
Well, my subscribers are great. I did my video yesterday because you know that I don't know how to do the time machine. Andrew, do you know how to do the time machine thingy? Because if you put in the time, okay.
I have an appointment
So
at 4.
what I did is I did a video. I've done quite a few videos about her university days, right? Where are you going? I've done about her
I have
university days.
a call in 6 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh.
literally teacher's not here, mate.
But yeah, it's really good seeing you guys. Thank you for having me.
Hey, brother. Have a
Bye.
great
Bye,
day.
Leo.
So I literally did the video using the royal family's website. I was showing it, and they had that Meghan Markle had double major in international relations and theater, that she took 6 years of French and spoke Spanish, that she did her internship, in Argentina, which is a lie. But they don't talk about the 3 months she did in Spain after Argentina, right? When she spent her time in Europe, they don't talk about it, right? Mm-hmm. So one of my subs said, no, I can get a hold of, they sell them on eBay, because I called, that university, Northwestern University. And I said, can I buy the 2003 edition? I'm sorry, it's sold out. So my sub sent it to me. Thank you very much. He wants to remain anonymous.
Yeah, that basically means that Paula
surely,
said the cartel
surely the Markle is going to be here. And she is, but only in page 186 at Kappa Kappa Gamma. That's it. And then everybody, they all do like the seniors post, and I'm going to show it to you guys. Let me just find page 86.
Where the hell is Victoria? Is Victoria coming on? Is Victoria okay? I just noticed that she isn't with us.
Her laptop is fried, but she's coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
So she's trying to come on. Okay, here's page 86, because it was hard to find. And you know that her sorority has been shut down, right?
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay, this is where you will find Meghan Markle, and this is like, where's Waldo? But even then, she liked to put herself in the center. She's right around here somewhere. You can see her name there and stuff like that. I mean, she's there, right? But then you go to the back, and this is what you have, all the seniors, right? For that year. Right? And it goes by alphabetical, by last name alphabetical, first 3 letters. So when you look for Meghan Markle, she's not there. And they had 10 working days to program your picture, because there's so many seniors, you know? And if you needed an extension, you got it in order to be there, right? To get your picture here. So what are the Sussex squatties doing? You can't find her anywhere. they're posting up pictures that apparently Northwestern University posted of ex-alumni, right? But it's not a picture from school or anything. It's one of the pictures when she did a carpet event for Suits.
Yeah, I did
right?
see that. I saw that.
And then I showed the footage I did of my video when the royal family had her speaking Spanish, speaking French. Even the queen sat her next to a French diplomat at one of the dinners because she claimed that she was fluent in French. Because in order for you to graduate from international studies, not relations, you need to speak at least 2 other languages fluent. And she'd been bragging that she spoke fluent French and fluent Argentinian. To this day, I don't know what the hell that is. There's only Spanish. So the queen sat her next to a French diplomat, and she couldn't speak a word of French. So
8
so
years,
now,
Paula.
the royal website, they only talk about her. They removed all of that, and they only have that she worked on Suits and had the TIG.
And the yacht.
And they But isn't it amazing how they do that? Isn't it amazing how they quietly remove things?
Well, yeah, they had to verify. They couldn't verify anything. They took her
But why
word
didn't they
for it, and
verify
then
it before?
Exactly. Why did they give her a pass? Maybe it was rushed, or they believed her. They were being frothy.
Andrew, I have a question because Andrew's more cynical than you, Manuela. Andrew, do you think that the royal family knew that she was a skank, but they try to hype her up in order for her not to look so skanky? And they knew all along that she was lying.
Yeah, of course.
I think they knew she was lying.
She would make them look bad if that was the case, because everything she does is supposed to be a look on them, some kind of crap like that. So of course, yeah.
Well, I mean, even the Queen has been quoted apparently from the death, from the shadow realm. Queen feared Meghan didn't really love Harry and engineered royal match.
Oh yeah, what did you guys think of that? I was so livid when I heard that Harry berated the who the hell.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, thank you. I forgot. Who the hell allowed Harry? This is why you have courtiers, and this is why certain people should not have direct access to the Queen. But apparently, Harry had direct access to the Queen, and he called her for 10 minutes and yelled at her and berated her because this skank mattress actress was angry about tiara or something like that. And the Queen apparently was quite upset. You don't yell at your grandmother. Who do you think you are? And where was Charles? Where was Prince Harry and Prince William? And I wonder if that's why Prince William really punched him.
I think
really have
that's
to watch what I
linked.
say.
Deliberately linked, absolutely. Where they got into that fight, I think that was the aftermath of the yelling. But I do think she must be blackmailing them. There's something she's got on them that made them fold.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Andrew?
Yeah, when you go, Andrew.
With blackmail, I don't know about can we even Ron? We can't even say the guy's name on this channel, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about.
Wait, no, Andrew, I've got a belter. Are you talking about the man formerly known as Prince?
Yeah.
Then yes, we can't say his name.
But then we have two.
We can call him the king's brother.
Yeah, that one.
That
one I genuinely believe. Harry got the king's brother's leftovers. That's down. Not
His
definitely
uncles. His uncles. He got his uncles leftover. He was munching. He was munching leftovers.
Oh my God! I said munching.
See, and the problem with that, the problem with the defense against that is that the royal family have the resources to find out anything that they need to find out. So if they knew that, then of course, that's how, and especially that's how those rich people meet in those rich elite circles because they're on yachts.
But this relationship must have been too far gone. Maybe she slipped through somehow and got to a point where there was no return.
No, what I mean by that is that where she got with the king's brother first. That's been talked about. A lot of people know about that. And then because she also knew she wanted in the royal family, period. That was her whole goal. That was the engineering of it. But then she would see Harry. She wanted to get with Harry. She found, and then finally he asked her on Instagram. And You know, we know that Instagram is notorious for whores, but that's just what happened, you know, and that's why there's 16 different stories about how they met, even though we know the real one.
Funny
Yeah.
guy.
And the thing is that Andrew, when actually Meghan went after Andrew first, because she never thought she had a shot at Harry, because she was friends. In 2013, Andrew went to New York for a whole month when Eugenie moved to New York, and Meghan spent a lot of time in New York. She went to the Royal Ballet. She went to this Djokovic thing where Fergie was big, but we know that Fergie was not allowed Andrew to marry anybody, because then she wouldn't have been. If Meghan had married Andrew, Fergie has been blocking Andrew from marrying anybody because she lives for free at the Royal Lodge.
Welcome back, Letitia. How are you? So, yeah, I mean, this is quite ridiculous. I mean, the whole concept that the Queen wouldn't, if the Queen's going to say something, I imagine the Queen knows what she's talking about. You see what I'm saying? She wasn't really known for her terrible takes, if that makes sense. And
she was measured. I'd agree.
Yeah, but she also had a lot of etiquette about her. You know, she was a classy lady. She wasn't the sort to just be like, let's do a press conference and drag Meghan Markle. You see what I'm saying? Plus, keep in mind as well, she probably did orchestrate the crash that took place in that tunnel. So let's not call her.
I disagree with you.
Yeah, but you know, Ron, when you say that, that's what Harry thinks now. Like he said that in the 30-minute interview.
Let me tell you now.
He's an idiot.
No, I know you're kidding. I know
he's arranging his crash.
But
the other way around.
Harry said in the 30-minute interview, he said that he believes that there was a conspiracy for his mother and that they're the ones that did it, and then that's why they took away his security because they have a plan for him. Like he's paranoid, dude.
Do I think it was her idea? Maybe not. But no one's signing off on a Diana murder tunnel.
Almost sounding like somebody's gonna murder him, though, right, Ron?
Without the Queen approving
that would be Meghan.
Okay, she might not have been happy while she was approving it. She's a queen. Okay, she's a queen. This is a position where 100 years ago she'd be lopping people's heads off.
At the same time, she was yelled at by her grandson.
Also, you know, there's nothing to say that he doesn't blame her as well. You know, imagine if she was still alive, how he would be treating, how all of this would be going down. Because if Harry believes there was a conspiracy against Diana, right, and the Queen is the one that was around during Diana's tenure, then that would mean the conspiracy was confirmed by the Queen. So when he says that during an interview, you're basically saying that your entire family now has a plan against you. Like, calm down, bro.
Right.
Here's the thing. I could totally believe that the whole family has a plan against him. I was a little bit
I don't think against him. I think against Meghan, to tell you the truth.
But why would he say that about his own family that's trying to unalive him?
Because he's a spoiled bitch and he wants to be able to do whatever he wants.
Yes, I will take that.
Can we say the word bitch, please?
Yeah, it's just a spoiled thing where because you got to understand how this guy's playground is. He's the type of person where the whole world has been his playground. So he can tell a journalist just to piss off his family. Yeah, my family has a conspiracy against me. Harry, you're getting a little far-fetched here. No, it's true because I'm 13 years old in my head. And he's still a child and he doesn't grow up. He's never had to face real-world consequences.
That's true too, 100%.
Yeah,
I will be honest.
So he's still not facing them. He's still not facing them. He's still getting away with it. I mean, the fact that this idiot is still allowed to have a platform. He was high as hell on that platform at Nexus. He was to show up someplace else, and in London, and Mr. Environment. Oh, you know who you should have? Andrew Lowney, because you know that he was going to publish the book about Harry's uncle, and now the book has been postponed until 2030 or 2050 by the publishers, and then they allow him to publish it.
2030 or 20. What is wrong with these people?
Wow. But did you hear when he said that about Meghan? Didn't you hear when he said, well, they were after my wife in 2018. She was the most trolled person in the world.
I don't think so,
That's
mate.
not true.
Yeah, that tells us that he's still pissed off about that, and he's still that's why he's acting like a little girl and wants to censor the internet, because this is real like this, and that's why there's the theory about the marriage that they're separated and they only come together. See, now when he's out in public saying that he's still bitching about 2018. Okay, so you're her pet, bro. You're her little dog. Like, she carries you around in a little dog purse.
Right.
That's essentially what it is.
She has this one ball because when he was 3, he had hernia in one of the testicles, and I think that one of them had to be cut off or something like that. So she has his only ball and in her bag, like
now
a
that's
little
allegedly.
He can't even. No, he did have a 3 years old. He went in for a surgery in one of his testicles.
Yeah, I think that's probably
not
what
allegedly. That is on the record. That is public.
Maybe
Harry?
that.
So he's got one nut.
That's
one
maybe
nut
what
Harry?
one of these. Maybe one of these dried up oranges are.
I'll find you the info right now. I mean,
one nut client. That sounds pretty good.
That orange looks spoiled. It looks like it's been in the refrigerator too long.
I mean, listen. If you've only got one nut out there, this isn't a hate campaign about your one nut.
No. Well, he's got one nut, and then he's got his testicle head. Remember, so he's got 2.
My word, you're on fire tonight. Please like and share. Please push out our little show here. It's great to see everybody in the side chat. Thank you all for being here. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Paula,
hey, Ron, have you popped open yet?
Oh, it depends what you mean by popped open.
I'm about to pop open right now in 19 minutes, 2:30.
Are you talking about?
Okay, here we go. In May 1988. In May 1988, guys, Harry went surgery for a minor hernia in one of his little testicles.
What year?
In May 1988, Harry underwent when he was 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and
well, that's sad.
Yeah. And then the articles is there because it's so old. There was no internet back then, guys. So you actually have to go and look at the article. And it was in one of his balls. And apparently,
wow.
Yeah, he's one nut man.
Yeah,
he only has one.
That would explain the anger.
And now the page is unavailable. You know that they give you these footnotes and they have the article, and this is the page unavailable.
Yeah, but listen, just while we're on the subject of this, Andrew, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you did have to lose a nut, would you not?
Don't take it personally, Ron. Okay, we're not.
No. I need to just get this out. So, if you had to lose a nut, right, not a thing. Like
we know you can.
No,
you have
listen,
7 kids.
No, listen. So, like, I would want to like put some LEDs in the new one. Like, put a prosthetic in there that lights up. Maybe link it to my phone as a speaker. You see what I mean? Like, let's upgrade it. Like, I wouldn't just want someone. If I lost an arm, I would want a big Swiss Army knife arm. Like, don't just give me a hand. I had a hand. Give me the upgrade now. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
people.
I see it.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah,
get the upgraded one.
Gotta get the upgrade.
They removed. It says now you have Prince Harry underwent surgery for minor hernia at the age of 3. At the time, the article say it wasn't in one of his little testicles. In May 1988, Buckingham Palace announced that Prince Harry, then 3 years old, had surgery for a hernia at the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital, according to Town and Country magazine. But when you go, the article, it's removed. It says article no longer, and then it tells you Princess Catherine's cancer, King Charles cancer, Prince Philip replacement hip, and stuff like that. And Duchess Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, hysterectomy. Who gives an F? Queen Elizabeth knee operation, and Sophie Countess of that she almost died. The ectopic pregnancy.
I don't know. I just wanted to say, Yvonne Watkin, you're the dumbest show ever. Okay. I just want you to know that you're the dumbest show ever. All right. So Yvonne Watkin thinks this is the dumbest show ever. So I'm just letting her
I'm going
know.
to tell you who she is after the show.
Okay. No, we're not going to dox anyone. Even if we are, we're not going to talk about it.
After the show.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Suck your mom, Yvonne.
You know, and that's very interesting here that they don't talk about the Queen's mother. She had cancer. They don't report it here. She had cancer, the Queen's mother, and she went for an operation. They don't mention it because the royals, when they want to, you didn't know about it. You know.
No, hands down, the Queen and the Queen. No, the Queen Mother and the Queen are in the basement. They are vampires and immortal. Okay, the Queen Mother was about 5,000 years old when she passed away. Like, seriously, like. There's something going on with these people. I'm just,
the Queen Mother, guys. The Queen Mother was treated twice for cancer. Secretly treated for cancer.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody knew. This is why I said nobody needed to know. I mean, this is after the king came out that he had cancer, right? And then they said it runs in the family because the late Queen Mother was secretly treated for cancer. Once in 1966, when she had a tumor removed from her colon, and again in 1984, when the royal had a cancerous growth excised from her breast.
Okay.
And nobody knew about it. Nobody knew about it.
Can I just point out as well, and this is just a little learning curve for you all, but we shouldn't talk about men with one ball if we're not going to treat women who have one breast in the same way, right? All of a sudden,
but this is relevant because Meghan, according to her family, she had her ovaries or whatever removed, according to her family.
I'm just saying.
And if he only has one nut, this man sure knows how to impregnate a woman with one nut who is like geriatric. And we all know women that after 35, your count goes down. And Meghan Markle had lost a baby, and within 3-4 weeks, she was pregnant again in order to give birth to Lily when she said she did. And not only that, she claims now she was overdue.
They can take the sperm and mix it with the egg and then implant her.
I'm saying, but even then, with one nut, your sperm count can be very low.
Yes, it's low, but what they do is they take his sperm and put it in a cup.
I don't know what Ron is so touch about nuts.
Look at Lady Letitia making the tiny little sperm cup with her hand.
Yeah, there's a little cup, and then they take the sperm and put it in the egg one at a time.
One at a time.
They showed me.
They showed. I love Lady Letitia.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just funny.
So yeah, I just want to say, okay, although men, we can take a bit of banter. You know, we got to respect the fact that, you know, no one wants to just have one ball. Okay.
But there's a difference though, because with one breast doesn't impact your ability to produce children. That's the whole point of that.
Oh hell yeah! I need to get one of them then. Is that because I swear to God, I feel like if I sneeze too heavily, Dan's going to get pregnant.
But if a woman has one breast and has her ovaries, having just one breast won't impact her ability to get pregnant. Right, whereas if a man only has one ball and the woman is a geriatric, what do you think, Andrew? Andrew, wait. Let me go down on this ship.
If she's around a bunch of guys that, you know, are only attracted to two-breasted women, that could impact her ability to get pregnant. It depends on the crowd, right? All right, Paul, I'll shut up. Andrew, you weigh in.
Well, I had a geriatric pregnancy. And I had a special doctor because I was high risk because of my age, but they were going to let me push.
Wait, what? Whoa, sorry.
We're supposed to push?
You had a what pregnancy?
A geriatric.
What does that mean?
Over 35.
Older. Over 35.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's brutal. Why the fuck? A geriatric's an old woman. So you're over. I think I know that. I know this.
You know that.
Yeah, I've had wads of them. I've had wads of geriatric births. You're right. But yeah, I remember now. Okay. Yeah. I've got all the children, man. Look outside. If one of those
did you guys know that the company that is under which Meghan Markle is using to sell her piss flavor wine is owned by Weinstein's winery, which has filed for Chapter 11.
Weinstein's winery. Of all the freaking wineries in the world, she's with Weinstein Winery.
No, Wine States Winery.
That makes much more sense.
And they're in bankruptcy?
They have I did a video about it. They filed for Chapter 11.
When?
Is that recent?
In 2023. They were,
Well, look like they still in business. Maybe she'll help their business, you think?
So I think somebody bought them out or is working to buy
Andrew,
them
didn't
out.
you say that they're not going to be selling more her wine or something like that in one of your videos?
Yeah, the vintage 2023 is gone.
The
So
vintage.
That
the
was it.
rosé wine, if it comes back in the future, it's a different kind of wine.
So
See,
it
and these
was
are
limited to how many bottles, Andrew?
we
5?
don't. I mean, that's the thing. I haven't even seen any posts. Well, also because it hasn't been shipped yet. But I haven't seen any posts yet of people posting a receipt. So it's like normally her stupid fans will post, "Oh, I got 5 bottles," and I got this. But I haven't seen any receipts. I haven't seen anyone say that they're going to post them. But I mean, from what they're saying now, she's changing everything. She's changing the supplier of the jam. She threw the supplier of the jam under the bus. The tea house. Yeah, she threw them under the bus. There was a piece in Newsweek from Jack Royston, one of her mouthpieces, and he said that the Meghan stores told him that they're changing suppliers because it sold out so quickly, meaning that
it's their fault.
Yeah, meaning that it's their fault and not Meghan's fault. Like she threw them under the bus. It's hilarious.
That is so stupid. It's your fault. You're the owner. You're the as ever founder. So it's your responsibility to make sure there's enough. And did they sell out like in 30 minutes to the wine? Does anybody know? Did anybody
1 hour? It was an hour.
They said it was less than an hour, but I mean, it's all bullshit.
Okay, look. So here's where the great scam starts to unfold. First of all, Andrew, pin your ears back because you're about to hear some glorious word craftsmanship here. A delectably balanced rosé with soft notes of stone fruit, gentle minerality, and lasting finish, reminiscent of the finest provincial styles. It's crisp, pale in color, and effortlessly elegant, crafted for slow afternoons and golden hour gatherings. This rosé captures the essence of sun-drenched outdoor moments through its thoughtfully crafted. But what the hell is that? Let's break this down.
It's day drinking, slow afternoons.
First of all, what is effortlessly elegant, and what is a slow afternoon?
Like 11 a.m.
The slow afternoon is Meghan having 24 clients.
Spicy,
what do you think, Andrew?
See, that's the thing is it doesn't even look at the wine in the picture and then look at the mock-up. It doesn't. The wine in the picture that doesn't even look pink. That looks a little bit yellow almost.
That's not rosé. That looks more like Pinot Grigio.
It looks like It looks like Bear Grylls is in the jungle and he's found a bottle and needs to preserve his liquids. That's what it looks like. Okay, that's what it looks like. But hey, don't forget, she has added flour sprinkles, which are also available. Yes. Also available at Meghan is absolutely .net, and you can get it there. But
Ron, look, I got this exclusive from this wine website, and it says that the actual wine is made from. It says here, quote, from winespectator.com. Meghan's people told Unfiltered that As Ever Rosé is made from a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and then something called Mourvedre, Mourvedre.
Oh, yes.
And then Grenache and Syrah.
So basically, one type of wine we've all heard of, and then 4 other words no one's ever heard of in their life. Okay? I recognize Pinot Grigio. The rest of it sounded like shenanigans.
No, Cabernet Sauvignon.
That's the one, Andrew.
That's the one I recognize too.
Yes.
And it doesn't. So then it's not a rosé. I don't know.
It looks like a Pinot. It really does look like a Pinot Grigio versus a rosé because look at that color. It's more like a white, or those ambery white wines.
Also, she's trying to signify this is a wild party because someone hasn't cut their apricot on a plate. And that is crazy. Okay, that is crazy. Listen, everyone, if you're watching, give us some likes, give us some shares. Make sure that you follow all of our panel members. They're all down and linked in the description. We're continuing on with our show this evening, but please make sure you like and share, push this out. Do you not think a good marketing ploy would have been to just capture some of Harry's tears, throw Harry's tears in with the wine and be like, made with the tears of royal sadness Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc? Do you know what I'm saying?
Regret. Yes.
Oh, yes, Manuela. Yes.
Well, she doesn't have Harry in any of this stuff. he's like a recluse. She's
That's a good point.
Not inviting him into her as ever brand.
You know what?
Setting herself up to get rid of him.
Miss Letitia, let us talk about that for a second, because that's a bloody good. You would think that a prince is the actual son of the king of the UK. If that was your husband and you were starting up a business, you would be milking him in the background. You'd be like,
oh my God, I would be making millions of dollars. There's no way I would be making thousands like she is.
100%.
She's not even making any profit. She's not making a profit off of these items. She's not making enough.
She's not selling anything. This is the thing. No. Letitia, I would have bought something right now. Right, I would have bought something right now. If we would have all bought something, and we would have came together, had ourselves a big Meghan product bashing arama. It'd be great.
Oh, that would have been fun.
But nah, sadly, Meghan.
I wouldn't have bought that shit.
Is she going to put him in the stores? Is she going to put the wine in the stores?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean,
no, they don't sell it in the stores. It was only like a one-time offer or something like that. Yeah. I don't know what the hell it was. Like, just the Duchess is just too great. But the thing is, though, why isn't anybody reporting this woman?
Right.
I agree. But maybe they are. It's going on deaf ears.
I honestly think at this point, Meghan knows who Paula M is and just does this so that she can watch Paula M go online and talk about it and then sit with her friends and go, oh, look at her again. She believed this was a real business. Like, that makes sense over any of this being how you run a business. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't done very many videos about her. I haven't really, I haven't done very many.
You haven't done very many videos.
I haven't done any videos about her stuff, really, for reals. Because I think that it's all a scam. I did about the label, and I pointed out that the label for the food, and I know what's in a label because I sell that kind of thing into the United States, and it is so strict, guys. It's not even funny.
That's right. There's a lot of regulatory that goes around a label, and down to the font, down to the information. But I heard. So we're talking about why no one's reporting her, but I also heard today, I don't know how true this is, but South Park is having issues releasing their season because she doesn't want them to. She's influencing that.
Really?
I'll be honest with you.
Doing a parody on her.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. If you're hearing South Park in the news, it's because they are pushing back for marketing. There is nothing that would stop South, because what they would do is, do you not remember the episode where they were going to show the Prophet Muhammad? And you can't do that, and they did that. They would just edit it in a way that makes you look worse for trying to stop them.
They did some truth and Scientology, didn't they?
Hang on one second. What do you think, Manuel, what was your follow up there?
The launch has been pushed back.
Their launch has been pushed back. So South Park was going to be, they haven't released a season in 2 years, and they were going, they have something to launch, and it's been pushed back. So the inference is that they've been affecting the decision makers. Well, the Markles have.
Yeah, listen, I'll be honest. Trust me. The only time you ever hear about South Park changing dates and pushing back is when they're up to something now. If they've been told this is too bad, they're re-editing and making it so much worse, but within the realms of the law.